Councillor David Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, some of my first words in this chamber were that Havering faces a climate emergency, and I stand by that. Tackling climate change is bigger than any of our political divides, but it's an issue where we must put our party politics to one side. So this evening I will be supporting Labour's motion to declare a climate emergency. And I do this because, quite simply, I agree with every single word of the motion. Mr. Mayor, when thinking over this contribution, I was tempted to invest time into outlining why I believe climate change is real and why I believe it's made worse by human action. I was going to go into the science of isotopes and how they reveal that the current carbon spike is from fossil fuels and not natural causes like volcanoes. But, Mr. Mayor, people tend to switch off when we talk science. Instead, I want to use my time to issue a warning. Mr. Mayor, I back the motion. However, I do want to warn against climate extremism and greenwashing. Declaring a climate emergency is often used as a political tool to support extreme action that I believe can cause more harm than good. The pursuit of net zero has caused a new problem where we've replaced smog with smug, and we now have millions of people convinced that they're doing good because they drive an electric car. The rush into EVs is an environmental disaster that is already happening, and we're simply offshoring our pollution to the third world. Mr. Mayor, your official car is electric. Its battery is full of precious metals, toxic metals, linked to child exploitation in the Congo. It takes 500,000 gallons of water to produce a ton of lithium. In the Andes, farmers are being left with no water for their crops. Lithium mines are poisoning rivers in Chile, Argentina, Nevada, and Tibet. Mr. Mayor, I want to urge you to ditch the EV you have and seek a greener alternative. Declaring a climate emergency must not be used to run headfirst into another disaster. The demands of climate extremists have pushed governments into causing yet more harm. We must not be encouraging the uptake of EVs, exploitation-powered vehicles. No one can say they're helping the environment by driving around in an expensive car powered by slave labour of African children. Mr. Mayor, I have faith that Havering will not use the climate emergency to justify foolishness. We must not clog up our roads with LTNs, and we must not pursue climate lockdowns such as in Oxford. Mr. Mayor, I commend Havering Labour for bringing forward this motion, and I look forward to seeing the plans that Havering puts in place.
Councillor